What is up, everyone? Watchhouse23 here today, and you can see the legend in the making, Bo Jackson. And on the left is what the card could look like if it were in this year's MUT, and on the right is actually what it is in NCAA 2014, I believe, or whatever. And now on the right is actually exactly what I would actually have his stats be, is what it is in the game. It was perfectly fine with me. 99 speed, the guy was a bruiser. I think he actually has the fastest combine time, correct me if I'm wrong, but for a long time he had the fastest combine recorded 40-yard dash. 95 carrying, he never fumbled. Let's just get that clear. Agility 97, that's fair as well. Obviously 98 acceleration. Trucking, definitely a 99. If you see some of his old highlights, a 99 trucking would definitely be that. 82 elusiveness is fair because he wasn't really a, duck and dodge back like a Barry Sanders, but he could do some things like that, but it was mainly just power and speed. He was a very, very rare hybrid of power and speed, kind of like an Adrian Peterson, but even faster than Adrian Peterson, which is scary. Now, also, if you do know about Bo Jackson, he was a big marketing mogul. As you saw in the thumbnail, that was the biggest marketing thing of him, with a baseball bat and his shoulder pads on. Obviously, he was a two-sport athlete and a great two-sport athlete. Now, some will argue that if he had stuck with baseball, he would have been one of the best power hitters of all time, and vice versa for football. Now, I'll give you some stats about him for football. He never actually had a 1,000-yard season. Now, then again, he never really got a chance to really showcase how many attempts he could get. He never played a full 16 games. His first year he played 7 games, had 81 attempts, 500 yards. And 81 attempts to have 500 yards, 7 yards a carry, that's crazy. 550 yards. And then his second season he had 10 games played, 130 attempts for 580 yards is what it says, and he had about 4 yards a carry. Next year, 5.5 yards, 5.6. So imagine if he actually got the amount of attempts Adrian Peterson had, or any every down back would have. I mean, the guy would have had some, and the guy had crazy runs every single year. He had monster runs. His first year, his longest run was a 91-yard run. I mean, out of your 81 attempts, one of them would be 91 yards, and then his last 2 seasons, he had a 92-yard run and an 88-yard run. So the guy was a big game back. He could do it all. He could do it all. The only hinder for him was his injury in 1991 that he really hurt his hip really badly, and to ended his career. He made a comeback to baseball and did all right, but it sucks to see Bo Jackson end his career that way. He was such a big star, but he's one of those guys where you wish he had just picked one. Because if he had just picked football, I think he'd be the greatest back of all time. I think there's no doubt if he had just picked football and been an every down back for any team, he would have been the best back ever. No one could stop this guy, and the stats prove it. I mean, there's not a long track record for his stats, but I mean, when you're averaging 5 to 6 yards a carry every year, but you're not getting the amount of downs. Like, for instance, he had, for his total career, he had 500 attempts and roughly 2,800 yards, averaging 5.5 yards a carry. His longest rush was a 92-yard touchdown and he had 16 touchdowns rushing his career. And I mean, the guy was great. I mean, he was great. Now, MUT, as far as MUT goes, he would probably be the best back we've ever used in Madden Ultimate Team. He'd probably be the best running back we've ever used, because of the combination of speed and power, and he's not going to fumble the ball with 95 carrying. Might actually be able to bump it up to 97. That's a debate for another day. But definitely, Madden needs to try to get Bo Jackson into the next game. It'll be a great legend to see. Leave some comments down below on some extra legends that you think I should start a series, or should put in the series. I've got a lot of ideas for some. I'll leave some comments down there myself to tell you some people that I've been thinking of, and comment on them and say if you like the ideas or not. As always, don't forget to like on the video for more Madden and MUT content. And Watchhouse23 sign out. See you guys next time.